Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me here live on Facebook with the amazing Corin Hinderegger. And Corin is a soul purpose catalyst, transformation guide, speaker, author, and medical intuitive. And I am here today to reveal her new shiny website along with her brand. So thank you so much, Corin, for being with me today.
Thank you for having me again.
Absolutely. And yes, so it's again because we originally did a quick brand reveal the first round working together when we got really clear on your brand story and all of your messaging and your colors. But now we've taken it to the next level and finished the logo and the website. And so I know people always like to see kind of the evolution of a brand. So I would love for you to, on top of the introduction I did for you, I would love for you to explain just a little bit more to people what your work in the world is, and then we'll walk through the different pieces of the brand so people can see how we take you and your magic and bring it into form.
Yeah, it's so excited. The process is so excited. Yeah, I can't wait to see the finished website, to be honest. So I help a woman at crossroads to really gain clarity and come home to themselves so they can live their soul purpose and fully embody it while they create their abundance and fulfilled life to their terms.
Yeah, so amazing. And yeah, I just love working on this project with you as well because your work is so deep and transformational. It's super important for people, and then you have a backstory too of, you know, living your dream life, moving to New Zealand and all sorts of things. So that's really fun. That's all like processed in there as well. So I'm going to go ahead quickly and walk through the brand guide. So this is the first step when I work with clients. So for the new cohort of the Legacy Brand Foundations that is coming up, this is what people tangibly get in their hands is the messaging for their entire brand. So often people, you know, kind of build their brand while they go and they don't really pay attention and do these foundational pieces. So while I scroll through here, Corin, I would just love to hear like what has having this manual in your pocket, so you could say, what has that done for you since you've had it?
Well, it created sort of, I felt safe because I knew what I was doing. Like I always knew what I was doing, but it always was sort of a trial and an error, and it never felt like streamlined. And now I really love that I can literally hand it off to my team or to a subcontractor and say like, you know, that's it, what is it about? Excuse me. I don't have to explain myself, like everything is there, it's so easy. And if I feel stuck or I'm not sure what to talk about, I just read it through and I always get an idea what to talk about.
Amazing. Yeah, and that's the point too, is for content creation, so often we get that writer's block or something. So everything's in here, like what you could talk about, who your ideal audience is. And we always know that in our heads, but it's just different to have that on paper. And like you said, you know, give it to a copywriter, give it to a Facebook ad manager, and you don't have to try and explain what you do and who you are. Yeah. And this last page is really always my favorite page. This is really the summary. And so for you, it was when we take the next step, if we invite in true flow and energy, your soul is calling you home, will you answer? And so when we get to the website, you'll see that we actually pulled that and that became the tagline, which is really fun.
Yeah.
And moving on to the brand guide, this is the next step in the process. So we work from that brand manual, and that helps me also really get a sense of who you are, what you stand for, taking all of these core ideals, brand descriptors from the brand, and then creating your logo. So for you, it was beautiful. You have this light code that you use in your business anyways. So creating this logo mark along with it. I would love to hear how that felt, and maybe if you don't mind sharing just where you were in your brand before and what that felt like, because I know that you didn't feel aligned before. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Well, it was an interesting process because I knew I wanted sophisticated, clean and clear, but I had no idea how that would look like. So actually it was a bit hard to sort of get an idea myself where to go from there. And I worked with a branding guide before and intensively, and we created this beautiful brand, but it was not quite me. Like it looked nice, but it was like putting on a glove that is just not the right size, sort of. And yeah, and working with you was so nice because you just really, you started at the beginning, and then we pulled in the things that already worked from, you know, my other branding experience and reused them, but we gave everything a really good fundamental, like a strong fundament, and it just feels like a glove that fits now. It's just, yeah, I can't explain it any different.
Oh, I love that analogy. That's so good. I'll have to use that in my own messaging. It's like a glove that fits. That's so perfect. Awesome. And then let me stop sharing that. We'll go on. I have another monitor over here, which is why I look over there once in a while. Us designers, we have to have a lot of space to create. So yeah, thank you for sharing that too. So I think the next fun part, which you've seen, obviously you've seen it along the way, but this is the official live reveal. And by the way, if you're joining us on Facebook, I always forget this part because I get so excited in the moment, but definitely say hello. Say hello to Corin, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Let us know where you're joining from. It's always fun to hear. All right, let me share, and can you see? Oh, I think it's going to go on this monitor. Bummer. Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Can you see the whole screen or just the website?
No, I can see the whole screen.
Oh, that's my messy desktop. Let's change that. Right live on Facebook, everybody. Oh my gosh. This is real life. That's what happens when you go live. Okay. Let me try this again. Sure. I shared Google Chrome. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now you should be able to see it. Not my messy desktop. Yes. Perfect. Okay. It's funny because over the holidays I cleaned it up and I've been in work mode and I'm like, how did it get so messy again? Okay, so here we go. And now you can see how we pulled in from the brand manual, the tagline, your soul is calling you home, will you answer? The beautiful logo. And then Corin had this beautiful video that was a lot longer, and it was her talking and different things, and it was kind of in a different section of the website. And so I was like, this is brilliant. Let's bring it into the hero section, take out the sound, make it shorter. And so now we have this beautiful rotating banner that really shows all of the dimensions, because the truth is we're all multidimensional beings, and just one photo sitting there doesn't necessarily say everything about who you are and what your business is about. So I don't know if you want to say anything about that, and then I'll scroll through the homepage, Corin.
Yeah, I really love the idea of you know, the video, and that we could repurpose yeah, a lot of the work I already did in the last couple of years. I really love how it came together, and the video is just like it feels like very inviting, I feel, at the beginning, so people can get to know me a bit more.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we really calmed it down too. You had a little bit different colors and a different vibe, and just for the energy that you bring and the transformations that you bring, it's really now aligned with that like peaceful, calm vibe that, you know, like you said, now it feels like the glove fits, which is really fun. Yeah. So I'll just scroll here. Here's the about page. So again, just showing you in your beautiful in New Zealand, and just your daily life, and really talking, the whole point of this too, for those of you watching, is in a website, it's not just having, yes, the pretty pictures are a big deal, but really the flow of the site and how that's working, and guiding people through the website. So, you know, what are the calls to action? How are you going to process through You know, what is that? What are you really saying to them? So we spent a lot of time, you know, with that content and really how we wanted to guide people through the process, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was interesting because I was very afraid of doing I was literally afraid of it somehow because I always felt so overwhelmed, like where do I put what and so on. And you made it actually very easy for me. You just said like, just give me some information from here, from this page and some from this. So we just sort of collected the pieces together, and it was actually like a puzzle that fitted together and was actually fairly easy.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that too. I think so often people, you know, they know that their brand is so important. They know it can, you know, it is the foundation for everything in their business. You know, we worked a lot too on your naming conventions, like what are the naming conventions of your offers going to be, and how is that going to work? And so often it does feel overwhelming. And what people don't realize is that it can be easy and it can be fun and it can be simple if you have the right guide, which is like my joyful thing to do in the world. So I'm so glad you brought that up as well. So for those of you who are watching, definitely check out Corin's site. And again, this is a sneak peek, you guys. The people that I'm showing you this week are current clients. We're just wrapping up with their site. So Corin's actual site isn't even live yet. What you saw is a sneak peek. It should be live any day now. So just know that, but definitely she'll be tagged here in the Facebook if you want to connect with her at all. And if this is something you're like, oh my gosh, 2021, I finally need to get my brand nailed down. I need to know who I am, what I stand for, and how to succinctly say my message to call in those perfect ideal clients, whether it's the messaging or the visuals or both. A lot of people, you know, have been disjointed and really need to bring it full circle so it fits like a glove, like Corin said. So I have a workshop this Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern that I'd love to invite you to. So I'll drop that link in the comments afterwards. Definitely join me there, and you can learn all about the process that Corin went through and how that works, and really get a kickstart on creating the vision for your legacy brand. So Corin, thank you so very much for being here today and showing off your shiny new brand to everybody. Is there anything else you wanted to say as we wrap up today?
No, I'm from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful. And if anyone really has any issues or feel like the brand is disjointed, like they really should give you a call. Like it was so helpful and so much, so easy. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So grateful for you. Everybody, we'll have more brand reveals as the week goes on. So keep here on Facebook. I will see you soon, and I hope to see you on the workshop on Friday. All right, have a great afternoon, everybody.